that is for that. Oh yeah.
What is up everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we get to removing the front and rear suspension along with all the running gear, and we get it all ready for getting it refurbed and cleaned up. Stay with us. What Johannes is doing is removing these cables, basically removing the entire harness. So what we have already done is we've pulled the harness out from that side and the main power cable from the battery to the engine from that side. Disconnected the fuel pump and what I think is the fuel pump and the level sender, and we are taking all the existing harness out. So there's the actual main power cable. And there is a bird's nest of cables. All of this is going to come out. I'm going to take out this whole subframe because a lot of the bushes need to be done in polyurethane and or aluminium. So this, and you can see how nasty this steering rack is. It's leaking everywhere. So the steering rack is off to get rebuilt and the bushes are off to get done. So what I need to do, take off the wheels, basically drop the whole subframe, wishbones and all. Alright, so we got the subframe out, front subframe. Now we have to do is strip the steering rack. That's going to go off to get rebuilt. Got to take out the engine mounts. Those are going to be converted into polyurethane mounts. Alright, so we've been pushing very hard today. I don't think we're going to get to the rear end. We'll have to do that on another day, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to strip these calipers. The brake lines, we're having different brake lines made. Obviously stainless steel braided lines, I think with Teflon hoses. The uprights and spindles and that, we're going to strip all of that. The disc, obviously we're not going to use the discs. The bearings will get replaced. The calipers are going to get rebuilt. So I need to strip all of this down so that it is in its bare naked form, so it can go off and get coated, and when we get the new bearings and discs and that, we'll put it all together. Alright, so we've got the wheel off. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of the big tight stuff, so that center nut, and then there's a few other things, a few other bolts and nuts we're going to loosen while it's all still connected to the car. So once we've loosened all the major stuff, then we're going to drop the whole subframe together and then pull it out. Hopefully, that's the plan at least. There we go. So what Graham is doing is loosening that nut, which basically holds the top of the damper in. So the problem we're having is we took off the servo motor for the central locking, but the little rod I think is disconnected, so now can't open the boot.
We don't need the extension bar, right?
No. Alright, so we've got an axle stand holding up the diff, the back for now, and what we need to do now is we need to take off this heat shield as well as loosen the prop shaft, and then it's a matter of getting these 4 bolts out. So there's one there, this is holding the rear subframe up, there's one there, and then there's 2 on the front. So it's just a matter of going through the motions. It is the next day and I am going to tear this rear end apart. I need to strip all of the ball joints off, like this front section. We need to take the diff out, we need to take the whole subframe apart, because the subframe and the suspension bits are going to get polyurethane bushes made up for them. So there's a local guy here in South Africa that's going to help us with that, and it's getting a different differential. So that's going to get changed out. We're going to redo all the bearings. The discs are obviously changing, the pads, everything's changing. I'm going to refresh everything. So let's get to it. Alright, so we managed to get the side shaft out with the hub and the control arm and everything. So now what we need to do is we need to get the top control arms out, as well as the toe bottom control arm, and then the diff off of the subframe. So here are the 2 disc hub assemblies. Need to get this off because there is a joint there. Need to get the side shafts out. The side shafts are going to get rebuilt. Obviously there's new discs coming on. All of this, these are the front discs, hubs. This all needs to be stripped. Brake lines are going in here. They're going to go get new brake lines, braided stainless steel brake lines. So much to do. That's going to be a wrap for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. It was a ton of work, but we managed to get through a lot of it, and pretty much all of it. So in the next episode we're going to clean the underside of the car, and we're going to get everything ready to go to paint. You won't want to miss it. See ya.